I really hate to break it to you liberals, but healthcare is not a right. It's a commodity. Just because you may need something doesn't ever mean that is a right. A right is something you naturally already have without requiring the forced and immediate labor of someone else. In other words, to declare that healthcare is a right, that means you can demand someone give you their free labor, expensive education, and highly valued skills because they owe it to you. No, they do not. Healthcare is not a right simply because it requires the services of others to be carried out. It's a service, obviously. It is not like the freedom that people already inherently have, although some, unfortunately, are controlled by other people and they don't have freedom, but that's another discussion altogether. But what you are essentially doing when you say that healthcare is a right is that you are telling another individual, because healthcare has to be provided by individuals, they have a moral obligation to serve you and fix your ailment. Forget the fact that they may have spent a couple $100,000 and countless hours on their education, plus adding the buildings, machines, and supplies required for medical care. When you say healthcare is a right, you're demanding that that somehow belongs to you. What does that even mean, that healthcare is a right? Notice when you hear people like socialist Bernie Sanders claim that and say that phrase, he never defines that. He never does. All he ever talks about is everything seems to be the fault of the millionaires and the billionaires. But he never defines why it is a right other than because I'm a human being. Sorry, that kind of logic can be used for all kinds of things, such as I have the right to a luxury sports car, or I have the right to eat in the most expensive restaurants, or I have the right to sail on a 150-foot luxury yacht. Again, no, you don't. Well, as much as people love Bernie Sanders, of course, that does not make any sense at all. Who, Bernie? Who must supply that for you? Human beings must supply that for you. And when you say they must, that means you are forcing them. And then that means you are taking rights away from someone else. I don't understand why Bernie Sanders can't figure that out. Healthcare costs money. Medical education costs money. Medical monitors and equipment and beds and nurses and computers are very expensive. Secure buildings with sterile and clean environments that can provide electricity for heart surgery, even when the lights go out, is very expensive to provide and maintain, requiring thousands of man-hours from all kinds of individuals with all kinds of skills. You can't just walk into a hospital or a doctor's office or another medical facility and say that belongs to you as a right. Here I am, I'm sick, now serve me. You can't just do that. People have this weird notion that the government should provide you with health care, but that health care is extremely expensive because of all the factors mentioned previously. The government must have lots of money to provide this, and the only way they can do it is to take it from the people. So how does that make it a right if they have to take it from someone else, that someone else being me, to give it to you? Smoke that in your bong. And please leave your comments in the comment section below this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to Conservative News here on YouTube. See ya!